You're watching Georgette After Dark, my intimate interview series, and my guest here is a high school friend. I mean, we go back like diapers and shit that goes in diapers. Bunx Dadda. Bunks, for those that don't know you, kind of give a brief few words on who you are.
That's gonna be really hard. Nah, honestly, like
Yeah.
I started off in this game DJing, as you know, in high school, producing.
Yeah.
I'm an artist first and foremost, but it seems like I've just become kind of like this anomaly in music, where people are not really quite sure what exactly it is that I do, because I do so many different things.
Absolutely.
Just being like, you know, on one end of the millennial spectrum as far as like DIY and just wearing several hats. So like, I've come up with the term vibe guru.
I've noticed that on your
with
social
that.
media.
Yeah.
Vibes,
It just
good
encompasses
vibes.
everything, music, social stuff, like
I love it.
events.
I want them shades, so them shades are fly though.
These shades are here for a reason.
They are here for a reason.
You already know.
Yes. With you coming out here, you've dabbled in a little bit more than just producing. I remember when I heard that you got signed as a, and to kind of explain that a little bit, but as a publishing deal with Universal Music Publishing. And so I know if it's not a record deal, people are just like, what does publishing mean? Like, publishing means writing, but is it also producing, right?
Yeah, so it's writing and producing, and it's just, you know, about just like ownership of content and music that you help create or that you create yourself. So people, man, like through the years, people always thought like I worked at Universal. They thought I was like an A&R there. Like they would send me music and stuff. And like, basically it was just like a joint venture, like a co-pub. Like, you know, they were interested in the discography of work that I had built up at that time. I had worked with like a bunch of just like, you know, a lot of different artists in like the early 2000s. I was just popping, you know, like Shauna, Trey Songz, Twista, you know, a couple of different people, and like they just were interested in my discography. And then when they found out that I was also an artist, they were like, okay, there's more to this.
Right.
So it made it more like of a lucrative situation. So we ended up just partnering and doing a co-pub situation. So like, I have a publishing company, I have a record label, and my publishing company, we, you know, have a situation with Universal still to this day. Yeah.
That's awesome. Switching gears a little bit, you are an artist, and I'm curious on which direction you're going in with that. What do you see for yourself as Bunx Dadda?
I'm honestly like in a place where it's not even about what I see for myself. Like I've seen a lot for myself in the past, you know, but like I'm in a space where I'm just like trusting the universe, and like it's been very beneficial for me. So what I feel like the universe has in store for me is like just engaging on an international level. You know what I mean? For years I was doing.
Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us, okay?
You know what I'm saying? Like for years I was really trying to fit in with my peers, you know, with my American peers, just like trying to rap, and I was doing it well, but it wasn't like fulfilling for me. I didn't realize until I was like, yo, what is it that I do that nobody else can do around me? And that's like the music I'm making now, which I had always been making, but secretly, and just never really wanted to put it out. So now I'm at a point where like people are embracing it, and the culture and the climate of the industry is at a place where they're embracing that type of sound.
Yeah.
So I've been getting like a lot of, you know, just good feedback, people embracing me, people reaching out, wanting to be a part of what I got going on. And I feel like in the future, I mean, the near future, like just expect to see an actual representation of me like you've never seen before, like from just all across the board. Like I'm trying to change the game. Like I've had a lot of people be like, well, what are you? Are you an artist? Are you a producer? Are you this and that? It's like I'm just dope.
Yeah.
I'm just dope.
Right.
I'm
that's
just
a
dope.
real
That's
answer.
it. Like
I
I'm
love
just
that.
dope. Like I do mad shit.
I like that.
You know? And I try to like maintain a level of just like quality and professionalism, whether I'm DJing, whether I'm performing, whether I'm producing a record for somebody, whether I'm helping curate an event or helping build out an idea or whatever it is. Like I try to make sure that my brand is something that people are gonna like remember and be like, yo, next time they do something, like, yo, we need Bunks, or like, let me call Bunks and see.
Right, you want to be top of mind. I mean, that's important. That's a big deal, being top of mind for those types of things. You know, I'm in a space where there's people that I rock with, and if I don't really fuck with you in a certain way, like, I'm not putting my name on you, but you're one person that I've always felt like, you know, we even had our personal conversation where you're just like, Georgette, if you need anything. And I was just like, okay.
I'm gonna for sure let you know, like, yo, like, I'm here, you know what I'm saying, for
Right.
you, for whatever you got going on. If you got somebody else that has something going on and you vouch for them, like, I'm there. I'm showing up as if it's your situation.
No,
so
I love that. That's important. I think in this space it's important. I have to shout out the DP because I almost didn't have the confidence to even shoot this interview series. I was just like, how the fuck am I gonna put this together in 5 days? I know you're just like, oh, him,
like,
this
whatever.
guy.
You get it done. No,
you get it done, but
all
it's been love, and I'm so grateful for the people that I've met in my space. So I get that process. Your best short answers for these. What type of boyfriend or significant other would you be?
A very significant one, and very, and I'll be very much other. I mean, I don't know, man.
You're not in the dating space right now? That's not where your head is. Open? Are you open-minded?
I'm just like, I mean, to answer your question, like, I'm just, like I said, I'm an anomaly. I'm just different. I approach things differently. I'm very like Renaissance in like my thinking. So, for lack of better words, like OD, I'm very passionate. I'm very like.
Oh, I would love to see that. I've never seen that side of you dating somebody. But you know, maybe it's not for everyone's
I don't really have like a middle ground. Like either I rock with you, or I'm don't like that, or we're just like associates, friends, and it's just not either one. We're just not even on that wave. But
that's fair.
Yeah, like I'm just very passionate, like about everything. My art, my relationships, my my family, just things that I really care about. I'm very passionate about. So if somebody's in my life that's on that level, then I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, you heard it here first, so now they don't have to ask me.
I don't even know what you heard. Like, what did I even just say?
But there's a lot more than
what did I even just say? I just tried to get through that question.
I know you did.
Yeah.
You did well.
It's gonna resonate somewhere with somebody, hopefully.
It is. Lastly, if you saw an ex, would you be cordial or would you flex? Oh my God! I just had to. But that was. Listen, flex is my new word.
I'd be cordial because I'm not really into like petty. You know?
That's fair.
I'm not into the petty
so
vibe.
You're not the.
It's not really about flexing. Like you flex if you feel.
But flexing can mean so many things. Like you could come in here like stunting, looking good, smelling good, but still be cordial.
But is it stunting if you just look good? If that's just what you do?
If the intention is like, oh, I'm about to run into this girl, or like I know I'm going to run into her.
Premeditated.
Right. That's flexing a little. Because I do that.
I mean, you're not gonna look bad, right? You're gonna always want to look your best.
Listen, I have moments where I don't give a shit.
I feel like you gotta show up every day.
Listen,
every
I'm getting
day,
to that
especially
space,
especially in LA, especially in Hollywood.
Right. New York is a little bit different. We're a little bit grittier, but they have their pockets of moments where like, no, you need to dress.
But even in New York, like, see, New York, don't say that because even the bummy day off swag is still niggas on point with the bummy. The bummy is still like here. You feel me? It's still fly
like
bummy.
The sweatpants that match the jacket.
It's Yeezy season. You know what I'm saying? It's like these holes were in this when I bought this. You know what I'm saying?
Intentionally. Yeah. That's fair. Bunks, what's next?
What's next? A lot of visual representation, a lot of creative visuals. I feel like the music I've been making is very progressive.
Link Connect is one of my favorite songs, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Link Connect. Shout out to Nick Rich.
Oh yes.
on the clutch vocals on that. I haven't been as ready as I am now. So like the visuals and everything that comes along with an artist,
right?
That's gonna now unfold, you know what I mean, in front of people. So I'm excited about that because I can take my mind off of creating the music for a second and now like apply it to these visuals, and like the people that are just around me and people that are like supporting me and stuff like that are just like super for it, you know? So I feel like within the next couple months, you're gonna see like some like, if you thought you knew what this was, like you about to really know what this is about.
Yes,
you know? Yeah, because I got something on my sleeve for sure. So
it's time for our After Dark segment.
Okay.
Don't sound like that.
This when I put the shades back on.
So After Dark is the segment where they get to learn a little bit more about you. He put his head down. He picked up his alcohol.
I picked the drink up, put the shades on. I'm like,
you're ready.
Zoning out.
So this is where they get a chance. The audience gets a chance to learn a little bit more about you outside of your work and accomplishments. Just fun, lighthearted.
Right.
Have you ever been caught doing the walk of shame?
That is a great. You caught me.
I did. I know.
But
I
have something for you that
Okay.
you're gonna appreciate. There's a thing that my mom used to like to call the dirty sleep out. So when I'd come home in the morning at like, whatever time, and it's sun up, and I ring the doorbell because I was notorious for losing my house key. So I would have to like ring the door. I couldn't like
You were
secretly.
sloppy
I
at
couldn't
this.
slide in and
Yeah.
out. Yeah, and I was just doing my thing. But I have to ring the doorbell, and my mom, we always had like a window right next to the
they
door.
can see next to the door. Yes.
So she would know it's me, and my family would be up like cooking eggs and stuff. It'd be like Saturday morning, whatever morning. And she would always come to the window first and talk to me to the glass before she opened the door. She would always just be like,
That's what your ass gets.
dirty sleep out. You know what I mean? I'm like, yes, I spent the night somewhere else. Okay, and then she would open the door, and I'm like, why you gotta interrogate me through the window like some
Those are epic
convict?
moments. I wish there's someone like a drone at the
Yo.
time was like recording you. That would have been funny to
You know what
see.
it is? It's at that moment when they realize like you're kind of grown
Yeah.
or you're on your way, and it's like they just want to instill those last little like pieces of like, I'm the parent. Like, what are you doing? Like, before I let you in this house, like, where are you coming from? Like, do you know what time it is? Clearly, it's broad daylight.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
That's funny. That's what you
Walk
get.
of shame is to me is the dirty sleep out.
So that's what that is for you.
Yeah,
So you don't
and dirty
spend the
sleep out isn't necessarily bad. Like, you might have just
Right.
been at the homie's crib.
But
You might have just had a
didn't spend
long
the night at
Yeah.
your place. Like you didn't wake up at home. That's
Yeah.
fair.
So to her, it's like, you're starting a new day
Somewhere else
in
the
yesterday,
same.
in yesterday's stuff.
That's true.
The dirty sleep out.
Hashtag.
That's it.
Thank you so much. It's
Georgette.
all Georgette. It's all love. Thank you so much.
Yo, I appreciate you.
No, it's we're on the path to greatness,
sure.
and I can't wait for us to do some collaborating on top, whatever that looks like.
This
But
is great. I love
this
it.
is real.
love it.
I'm gonna get you to open up a little bit more next time. Watch
Let's
it.
do it.
Watch out now.
Let's do it.
Bunks. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So
I appreciate
much.
you, dog.
Thank you, darling.